Well, I've been very lucky just recently on eBay. I got a couple of bargains, and I've got a couple of additions to my laptop museum. This little beauty here is obviously an IBM Thinkpad because it's a laptop and it's black, so pretty much goes to say that that's what it is. This is an IBM Thinkpad 365XD, and this little beauty dates from around, I think these came out in 1996. This one only cost me, I think, £30 on eBay. There were a few problems with it, which is why I think I was lucky enough to get it for such a cheap price. There's quite a lot of the plastic damage. This piece here, which covers the top of the keyboard there, that was quite bad damage. I managed to get another one of those. I've got a replacement bit, but there's various other bits of plastic that are broken, but it doesn't really show. I mean, you can't really see where it is. One of the catches doesn't work, but yeah, they're a nice bit of kit. You've got various audio ports on the side here, and then going around the back we have, starting off over here, that's the external floppy connector, parallel port, serial port, external monitor, PS2 port, and that's the docking port replicator connector there. And then there's a couple of PCMCIe slots there. I believe there should be a door covering that, but again, that was missing. Yeah, this is. Oh yeah, and the the CD-ROM drive is not working on this either, so we'll just power it up. Battery seems to be quite good actually. I've charged it up and it seems to work fine on the battery, which is quite nice. These ThinkPads, they had a dual scan 10.4-inch display. They've got they either had a Pentium 120 meg processor or a 133 meg processor in it, and I'm not exactly sure what's in this because I've had all sorts of fun and games trying to get software on here. Because the CD-ROM drive is US, I don't have an external floppy drive for it. The only way I can get software on it is to take the hard drive out and put it into another laptop of the same era, which I've got a Toshiba, which I think I did a video on a while back. So I was able to basically, in order to get Windows 95 on it, I put it into the Toshiba and used the Toshiba's CD-ROM drive to copy the entire contents of the Windows 95 CD onto the hard drive, and then I installed it from its own hard drive, which it seemed to work quite well. Most of the drivers are still available for it, which is quite nice. The screen is actually very nice. I don't know sort of how well you can see that on here. Zoom in a little bit. But yeah, the screen is actually quite nice, and it all works. It all works superbly. These were lovely little laptops because the fact that they've only got a 10.4-inch screen means that they're actually quite compact. So it's very small. Probably, I don't know, what's that? A little over a foot in the on the width there. Yeah, it's not the oldest ThinkPad I got because the 701CS with the butterfly keyboard I think dates from 1995, so that's actually a little bit older than this one. But yeah, they're nice bits of kit. Really, really well built. I mean, these things are built like a tank. You know, really, really solid. So there we go. That's the IBM Thinkpad 365XD. That's the first one. Now this is the second one. This monster, and it's considerably bigger. Oh, I can put the little comparison. This is a 390X. This considerably later. This dates from around 1999. So very lucky with this one. It's got a bit of damage. I only paid 20 quid for it. It's been dropped on this corner, and you can see that the hinges kind of like burst out here, and the hinge is cranked over there. But the hinges still work, despite the fact that it's had a serious knock. And that really was it. Other than that, it's intact. Now, the 390X, obviously being 3 years later to the market than the 365, is a little bit more powerful. There's a Celeron 400 meg processor in there. This one's got 128 megs of RAM in, and it has 6 gig hard drive, and it's got a 12.1 TFT screen on it, which is really nice. I mean, these are quite big and heavy laptops. It's got quite a massive battery. It also has PS2 port and a USB port, very early USB port. Lots of fun trying to get that to work. These typically came with Windows 98, which is what I've put on this one. Power jack, external monitor, serial port, parallel port, another PS2 port, and then around the side you've got the modem, 2 PCMCIe slots, and the audio connections. And there you've got the CD-ROM drive and the floppy drive. But this was a lot easier to get going, because the CD-ROM drive and the floppy drive work on this, so it's a straightforward Windows 98 install. And also, of course, the other nice thing about it is, we've got a battery low. Yes, I forgot I was using this on the battery last night, so I've got it plugged in now. So, yeah, the nice thing is that you can still get all the Windows 98 drivers for these ThinkPads, which is fantastic. It makes installation a lot simpler. We did have one little hiccup. I installed the sound drivers, and although they installed fine and it appeared to be working, there was absolutely no sound out of it. But obviously you can hear there is sound now. And after fiddling around with the software side of things, I took the keyboard off, and it turned out that where it had been dropped on that right hand corner, the connector, which the speakers are under here. There's 2 little tiny speakers under this kind of grill here, and the connector that brings the wiring into the motherboard is right in that corner where the damage had occurred. And basically the connector had broken, and the last 3 sockets weren't connected to the pins because the actual connectors around are broken. So I was actually able to put them back in, connect them physically over the pins, and the sound, as you can hear, is now working. Yeah, so this is a nice bit of kit. ThinkPads again at this time all still being built by IBM. And as I said, despite the fact that it's obviously had some serious abuse, it's survived remarkably well. A very nice screen on this, very nice indeed. I have quite a collection of these now, and hopefully in the future what I'll do is I'll do a video showcasing basically all of them. And yeah, they are seriously nice bits of kit. So anyway, I thought you might like to have a quick look at those. A couple of old but still perfectly serviceable, well, nearly perfectly serviceable. I've still got to get a CD-ROM drive for the 365 XD, but no, 2 working, shall we say, ThinkPads from the early mid to late 90s. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that little quick look at those ThinkPads. Thanks for watching.